Hello everyone, this is SaharaDrac of StarCraftLegacy.com, which is the full spelled out version of sclegacy.com, which is the actual URL. So that's what you should type. Anyways, I am doing a game, a very long, well not very long, but very big in scale game between MYM DeMusliM, yes, DeMusliM on Battle.net, that's why he got that name, he called it first, and diehilde, which just sounds so German, like, to me. I mean, I don't know anything about the guy, but it sounds German. It's more German than Lederhosen to me. Anyways, two very good players. I'm sure a lot of you recognize DeMuslim's name from the Zotac Cup and the Team Liquid Invitational, where he actually won the Zotac Cup, I believe, and did very well in the other. Pretty much Mr. Terran on the European servers. I believe it was in the European. I think this is on the European servers. I don't even think they'll let you make a game like a diehilde on the US servers. So, as you can see here, Muslim did not use his supply depot as part of his wall and his ramp, and the reason for that is the very in vogue Baneling bust build that Zerg are doing lately against Terrans, which I can't blame them. You know, I mean, it works really well if they're not prepared. But you can see he's going to put his barracks there and then use other larger buildings to block his ramp rather than weak, pathetic, girly supply depots full of cornflakes and bottled water. That's what I assume is in those things. Yeah, high APM for DeMusliM, not so high for diehilde, but I don't know. Yeah, I got a big spiel on APM, but I try to keep mine up around 100, but I can't average out at 200 like these guys. I don't know how they do it. So there's the fast expand from Zerg, so still remains to be seen if he is going to go for the Baneling bust, but since he did see that barracks going down the ramp, he probably won't, since he knows it's not kind of pointless. Yeah, there's the second barracks for the big beefy block. That's what I call it, triple B. Yeah, I just made that up because I'm so clever. That's a really good spot for that Overlord. Gets good vision of that exit ramp. So, you know, using his Overlords to their fullest potential, always good. And in the meantime, looks like there's a factory. So yeah, he is now officially Baneling proof at his ramp. Two Zerglings are out. Looks like diehilde is just gonna straight up be like macro. And I like the hatchery, the way it looks like a big blister. Actually, after I played basketball last week at the gym, I had a blister just like that on my foot, including like the bug inside. So I got laid that day. Oh, what else is there? Yeah, factory going down. Nothing too exciting yet. These guys haven't, you know, they're setting up their builds and they're not messing with each other because they don't want to risk dropping the game in an early, over-aggressive rush or anything. Although, I mean, all diehilde has right now are queens. I mean, obviously it's still really early, but I think those Marines could have caused some trouble down at this expansion if he knew about it. And two queens now, so probably not so great, but those Marines take a pot shot at that Zergling as it passes by. Bet $10 on who could get the last bullet in. I mean 10 space credits. That's what they use in StarCraft. It's a fact. Yeah, I'm actually playing with this game muted, and I'm kind of creeping myself out, so I'm going to turn it up. Ah, now I can hear the sounds of the Zerg base, which isn't creepy at all. So yeah, he's going just super drone heavy. Has hardly made anything but drones to this point, and we're 6 minutes in the game. So yeah, we're going to see a lot of money from the Zerg and a lot of bases, looks like. And yeah, Muslim does know about that, the natural at least, so that's good. Looks like the Infernal Pre-Igniter isn't done yet, but he's going to come out with these Hellions just to do a little recon, which I definitely encourage. See if he goes and harasses with him or if he waits for the upgrade to finish. Goes this Zergling, takes away the Zelnaga Watchtower vision, which Can't help you, surprisingly. Sometimes, you know, could be a difference maker. Plus, you killing Zerglings with Hellions is just always fun. So he sees that the Baneling bust isn't coming, and he moves his racks over and opens up his ramp because it looks he's pretty sure it's not coming. So that's good. He's got 3 Raxes. I did not catch if he had a factory up yet. Oh yeah, duh, he used it to block. So 2 Raxes and then 2 more Raxes going down, and then he's moving the factory and putting a 5th Rax. So, I mean, you got to do what works, but just me for my own entertainment and the way I've been playing, I've been really playing with the factories a lot. Like, I've been going 1 Rax and 2 quick factories against Zerg, and it's been actually doing really well with tanks and Hellions and just Marines. But that's more of a early game thing. I think both these guys are planning for the long haul. So Starport's going down. He's obviously, well, not obviously, but probably going to use those for medevacs since he is making 5 barracks. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Hydralisk, dreaded Hydralisk Den is down. Man, I hate those units. Just like in StarCraft 1, they're probably pound for pound, as in cost for cost, the best unit in the game. They hit ground, they hit air, they do a ton of damage, and I mean, they're just not nearly as everything all around, I'm good at everything unit as they were in Brood War, but they're still really good at lots of stuff, but they do cost more. So that's, I mean, that was definitely by design, because, you saw tons of Hydras in a lot of games, especially in the mid levels of gameplay. I mean, up at the higher levels, they didn't use them as much except for in special circumstances, but still a really common unit for years in Brood War, so they didn't take it away or anything, but they just kind of made it step back, let some other units shine in StarCraft 2, so that's cool. And he's clearing off these rocks with roaches. Looks like he's just going to go for a Hydra Roach mix, which is a very good mix. Looks like DeMusliM is... There's those 2 barracks. Yeah, that was an engineering ban of Starport before, but you know what I meant. You knew and I knew he was going to put a bunch of barracks down. Just look at him. So he's going to clear these rocks too. I don't know if this Overlord can see that. Let's check using our handy-dandy V button. No, he has no clue. So, a little bit unfortunate for that Overlord. I mean, not a huge deal. I mean, he probably can assume these medevacs could wait. Did I just... Oh, hell no. Get over here. Get in this medevac. I'm going to... Oh! And he loads up some Marines there. Obviously quite offended that this Overlord was spying on him. Probably feels naked and violated. But the Overlord actually didn't see too much, so... Yeah, sorry I hit my mic with my hand there, like a cool guy. There's a foot blister going down. Infestation pit, and the lair is coming. The Dragon's Lair 3D. I'm not sure what tier 3 he's going to be going for, since, I mean, it looks like there's not much mech going on. He'll probably try and eventually get Brood Lords. But he's working on his 3rd right now, as is DeMusliM. So these guys are content to just, looks like this is going to be one of those, do I have 3/3 and 200 food? Okay, I guess I'll fight now. And I guess, I don't know, man, like, I want to be really good at StarCraft 2. I always wanted to be really good at StarCraft, but I was way too behind, and I never really got good at it. But I don't know if I can play this kind of game. I mean, these guys are definitely not Iris, I mean, I love to be aggressive, and I think it costs me a lot of times, and I don't know if I could be content to just sit back and expand and expand and expand and expand and get 3/3 upgrades, and just wait for him to make a mistake. That's just so not my style, and it's probably bad that I play that way. But reactor's going down on those 2 barracks, so he is going to mass Marines, which will be good for the Hydralisks, and you can see here Infestors for the Zerg. That's definitely for the fungal growth and nothing else. That's a pretty good spell against M and M. It holds them in place in the area and does 35 damage to their life. And life damage, that's